Hi there, this is Eitan. Today I'm going to make a review on the Ontario Knives R.A.K Ranger Assault Knife, which is a combat knife, military knife. Combat knife is a knife that is both combat / military. It's a knife that is both meant to use as a self-defense, a last resort, but mostly for utility. Unlike fighting knife, which is mostly for fighting, as short daggers and karambits and stuff like that. Today in Western militaries, most of the knives are for utility and for self-defense. So this is the logic behind this knife, I think, if I understand it correctly. Bit of size, this knife is heavy. It weighs around 13 ounces. The overall length is 11.75 inches. The blade length with the choil is 6.6 inches. Without the choil is around 5 inches. The blade thickness is 0.9 inches, which is almost 5 millimeters. It's heavy. The blade steel is 1095. Size comparison, this is near the Strider SMF. Because I have a tilt in my camera, it seems that this knife is a bit bigger, but the Strider SMF is around 60-75% the size, which is a big knife. This is near PM2. Okay, so it's around 60% size. The PM2, you can hide the PM2 in this knife, which is a big knife. The sheath is a simple sheath with sort of a nylon, ballistic nylon, whatever they call it. Plastic insert to protect the cloth and the moly. It's okay. Seen better. Okay, so let's talk about the part. The blade over here is drop point, spear point with a very aggressive edge. This thing can do a lot of aggressive job. It's not a slicing knife. Okay, the grind over here comes from 50% height, saber grind. I think something like 20% per side or something like that. You can do, you can cut ropes with it, but you can also break doors with it, or windows or whatever, and it will still be functional. And I don't think it will. You'll see a lot of damage. This knife, the logic behind it is like a survival knife. I mean, you sacrifice part of your cutting capabilities and you get a very tough and durable knife. It weighs a lot. You have over here a choice which gives you a good control, and you can hold it over here. And you have over here this part which creates sort of a guard which protects your finger from if you thrust it very aggressively or stuck it. So it's good. You have over here a very aggressive jimping, and the handle is a bit squarey, but it do the job. If you have gloves, it's okay. The micarta is more nice and gentle. The full tang construction gives you a lot of strength, and over here you can use it to, I don't know, puncture stuff, break skulls, whatever. So for this part, there isn't much to say. It's a beater / chopper / good so for a surviving tool, you know, to do tough jobs. As a dedicated cutter, you can cut tomatoes with it, but it won't be so much fun. But if you need to break stuff or do aggressive jobs, it will do the job just fine. It is easy to sharpen. You have over here a black coating which provides you protection from rust, but you have to oil this part because 1095 do get rust. Ontario is a good company, US made knives, and they make a very, very decent knife with a decent price. This knife is $81, so it's okay for what you get, a good piece of sharpened 1095. Now, what I like less about this knife? Well, couple of stuff. First of all, the ergonomics are not that fun. Over here, the handle is a bit like rectangular feeling. You know, you feel the hand. They chamfer the pieces here, but they can round it a bit, and it will upgrade the knife way better, and it won't change the grip. I think it's even make it better. Another thing that I don't like is this. Look, I understand the thing with skull crushing, but sometimes if you have a flat butt cap, it's, as a utility, it's better because you can apply force with your hand Okay, if you want to stack it into something, or even with another tool, if you want to stack it into something, and it's a full tank construction, okay? You can beat it with a hammer into something, but if you do this pointy stuff, two things. One, in World War II, the V-42 had this type of spiky pommel, and people who use this knife said that they used to polish this part because it gets into their they took the knives on their belt, and if they sat, crouch, or something like that, this pointy part got into their stomach or their ribs, and it wasn't pleasant. So they polished it so it would be smooth. Now I don't know how you carry your knife or wear, but I think it can be more than disadvantage than an adventure. The possibility that you use it to crush someone's skull, I think it's less than the possibility that you use your hands or a hammer to push it into something. And I think they should polish this part or put a bat cap or something like that. You don't need this part. Other thing, it weighs a lot, really a lot. 13 ounces for a knife. It's hard for me to see that people will carry this on them. You need to reduce weight somehow. Now, I understand it's supposed to be a survival tool, and it's okay, but I think that they can skeletonize the inside. They can make the blade with better grinds and reduce a bit of the weight. I don't know, but they need to do that if they do another version. So that's it. This is something that I wouldn't recommend to a soldier unless he thinks that he can carry a lot of weight. If you go into hiking or bushcraft or outside or outdoorsy and you're looking for survival knife, dedicated survival knife, a good tool at a decent price, this can be it. But I think that there are better models because this element is it's in the way. I don't see any advantage in it. And if the knives was like that, like their other knife, it would be excellent knife. And this choil, which allows you to do a lot of precision job, as far as these knives can do precision jobs, and the micarta and everything, the price is okay, but this part makes it a bit unnecessary. So this is it. I hope it helps someone, and have a great day. Bye.